Hey, it's Crystal. I guess I'm just gonna tell kind of like random stories about friends and things like that, or kind of like my life. Um, well, when I was in preschool, I actually remember this. It's kind of hard to believe that I remember this, but I guess I was like 4 or 5, maybe. I don't know, but I didn't really know how to make friends that well. I kind of played by myself, and I wasn't a bull. I don't know. I wasn't really a bully, but I was kind of mean to other kids. Um, Whenever it was cleanup time, like you know that song, it's like clean up, everybody everywhere, and then it just repeats. You know when you're a kid, it's like you don't want to clean up your toys. You want to keep playing with them. You're gonna play with them as long as you can until you absolutely have to put them up. And so I don't know. I always kind of followed the rules. Well, I tried to. So I thought that, if kids weren't cleaning up their toys, I would take it from them and start beating them with the toy that they were playing with. Like, this one kid had a gorilla toy, and he was like going like, rah, and I'm like, you have to clean up. And he's like, no, I don't have to. And then I took his gorilla and started hitting him in the head with it. And then I did it another time. We had like, these big little, I don't know, like, what do they call it? Crap, can't remember, but they made a bunch of like little plastic houses and plastic food and plastic cups and stuff, and I took like I guess one of the ice cream cones and kept throwing ice cream cones at the kids that were playing with the food. And I don't actually remember this, but my mom told me that I gave a little kid like a bloody nose or something, or I might have broken his nose. I really don't remember, but she says I did because he shoved me, and then my mom would tell me if someone hits you, you hit them back. And I guess I shoved him back or hit him back, and that's what I did. But, yeah. And then in kindergarten, oh my gosh, we had like these blocks. We had centers. Like on Mondays, a certain group of people would be at the block center. Or Tuesdays, everyone would be at like I would be at like the art center or something, and whatever. That's how our class worked. And this particular time I was alone and I was playing with the blocks, and like a couple of the farm animals got mixed in with the blocks, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna make a farm and I'm gonna build a barn, I'm gonna build a fence, this is gonna be awesome. And these kids came over and they're like, oh, well, you're playing with the blocks wrong. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Look, I made a fence and a barn, and there's farm animals. Like, well, the farm animals aren't supposed to be over there. And I got mad because I was playing with it, and I didn't think that they should tell me how to play with the toys or anything. So I grabbed the blocks and I started throwing them at their heads, and then they all got all like, oh, you're just throwing blocks at us, this and that. And yeah, so probably got in trouble for that. Don't remember. I just remember doing it. Um, I remember this one time, um, we had glue, and it was like the glue bottles, not glue sticks or anything, so it was all messy and crap. Um, I had just finished a bottle of glue, so I went to go throw it away, and I got a new bottle. And I went to go sit back down, and I was using the new bottle of glue. And the girl that was sitting next to me, she was like, you've had the glue bottle for forever. And I'm like, no, I just got a new bottle of glue. And then I explained to her, like, the other one ran out and I got a new bottle of glue. And then she was accusing me of lying and all this stuff. She's like, give me the glue, I want the glue. And then I kept saying, well, I'm not done with it. And then finally, I was like, you want the glue? Do you really want the glue? So I like unscrewed it and poured the glue on her head, and then she got really upset. I'd probably be upset too if glue got in my hair. But anyways, I'm trying to remember some stuff that I did in kindergarten. I would chase people with stuff and throw it at them. I would throw a lot of stuff. And then first grade, that's when I actually started making friends. I was nice, and I made 2 really good friends, and they were my friends. Well, one of them was my friend until middle school, and one of them was my friend until, I guess, like junior year of high school. I guess that's when we officially just kind of drifted apart. But yeah. I guess that's all the stories of me kind of like being mean when I was little. But yeah, I was friends with those 2 girls for a long time. And then in middle school I made a few friends. But those friendships kind of faded. Like, I was like best friends with this one girl for a while, and then she was kind of mean to me. She kind of made fun of like my haircut that I had one time that I absolutely hated, and she'd make fun of my clothes and stuff. Don't really understand why. And she eventually made friends with this girl and kind of like chose her over me, even though she didn't like that girl. She like would talk crap about her to me all the time. And I'm like, well, why do you hang out with her so much? Why don't you hang out with me if you have more fun with me? And that actually happened to me a few times, people doing that. I never really understood why. I guess they just never told me that I was boring or something. But, yeah. And then, my freshman year, I made friends with this one girl, and like on the very first day, I started talking to her, and it was very unusual for me to do that because I'm very shy. And then freshman year, I just kind of just started talking to like everybody, and I was really social. But anyways, I made friends with her the first day of school, like before first period. She was in my first period, and she would always put her relationship with guys in front of our relationship or our friendship. And I'm probably going to make another video about that because I have a couple of friends that did that. And yeah. So, yeah, we eventually, like, actually just recently stopped kind of talking. And we were friends for like 4 years. So, that is that. And the rest of my stories are kind of boring, I guess. But the friends that I have now, they're amazing. I finally found a group of friends that kind of, you know, accept me for who I am and kind of just actually care about me. And I really wish and hope people have friends like I do. My friends are my family. They are literally my family. Like, I don't consider a lot of people to be my family. I don't really even like the people who are related to me by marriage, by blood. Most of them, I don't even consider family. Like, family is blood. No, family isn't blood, it's love. And that's how I see it. Like, if people love each other, that's what a family is supposed to be. So, I don't know. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of just something I want to say. I don't know, there's a lot of other little random things that I kind of wanted to say about it, but I really didn't want to make a really long video like my last video. I'm so sorry. If you actually watched it, I hope that you, you know, got something out of it. But it was really long, and I'm really sorry. But, yeah. I feel like if it's, like, really important, I'm probably going to make longer videos, but, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stop now. So, bye. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And, yeah.